What it is, y'all. Y'all already know, man. It's another episode, man. Culture Talk TV, episode 31, man. And y'all already know, man. Tonight episode is brought to you by no other. It's sponsored by Sister Sarah's Fried Garlic Crab. Y'all can't forget, if you need some seafood, tap in. They're the best in Broward. If you need some clothing, it's also tonight's episode is sponsored by D1 Apparel. Get you some masks, get you some coats, get you some gear. You already know the discount code is TIME. So 15% off everything. And you can't forget our promotional team, Street Billboards. And tonight we got a special guest. I mean, one of the most hardworking marketers, advertisers, promoters in the city, in the county, in the building with us. My brother, Will Bright, man.
What's good, Culture Talk?
Yes, talk to us, bro.
Appreciate you for having me here, my boy.
Nah, I appreciate you coming, brother. Appreciate you coming,
It's
brother.
a bright movement, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like that. So, how you been feeling today, brother? How everything
Man,
going?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed and humbled, you know?
Definitely. Nah, for sure. So, I mean, pretty much what I like to do, bro. I like to just, start off getting to know everybody. So, just tell me, are you born and raised in Florida?
No, I was actually born in Jamaica. I came here on the age of 8, you feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, but I played American football and stuff like that. So
Okay.
That's how I politic the way I politic and stuff like that.
Understood. You know both sides.
Right. But yeah, I've been here since I was 8 years old. I was like 2000. It was like I came in 2000, and then the next day was 2001.
Okay.
Literally, bro.
Okay, I got you. Last day.
Yeah.
Okay. How was the transition?
I mean, to be honest with you, it was a lot different. You feel me? Especially the culture. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I knew for a fact, like coming from Jamaica, like we also share the same cultures in a lot of ways, especially how we speak English and stuff like that. So it wasn't too foreign for me in a sense. You get what I'm saying? So when I got here, it was just like, well, we finally got to where everybody been talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Real
right. You get me?
Right, yes, sir.
Blessing.
No, definitely. So you came with your whole fam by yourself?
My mom.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my brothers them was already here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that. They was like a year here before, like a year before me. You know what I'm saying? They came back for me and my mom's. You know what I'm saying? On my stepdad and stuff like that.
Okay. So everybody over here. So now.
Everybody in America now.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Blessing.
Oh, that's a big blessing, brother.
We got family still in Jamaica.
Oh, no, of course,
like
yeah, for sure.
The immediate family,
right?
Yeah, we here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, nah, that's what's up. Any kids, any children?
Yeah, I got one son.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
he about to be 6 next year.
Man, congrats.
Okay. Yeah, I actually had him on the 2020 pandemic. That's actually inspired me to go into music and promotion, you know what I'm saying, building my brand more and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Offspring to come in. I actually have a baby clothing line for him called Bright Kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, which is a movement for him so he can expand just like I got Well Bright.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But I just started them more on the kids level for now. So
exactly.
Smarter, a brighter future for a better tomorrow. You feel me?
No, that's dope. So all right, so you know what? So and before we get into, you know what I'm saying, the brands and things like that, so what it was like for you just growing up now in America as a youth, like, you know what I'm saying, like what you got into, what are some things that you did for fun?
Man, like I said, when I first got here, I wasn't interested in sports. You get what I'm saying? So I was able to play football and be focused on that and stuff like that. But then, I was also a kid I was very active at school. You know what I'm saying? Like I joined like the step team in elementary.
Okay.
So I got that whole like African American history going to Bethune College to, like, you know what I'm saying, see how they do the step and the reason for that. Then I got in the band like in middle school, you know what I'm saying, Parkway Middle. Then I was in the magnet program where I was like second chair playing the trombone, the baritone, tuba, those instruments like that while I was juggling football.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I stayed active with extracurricular activity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To catch up on what was going on here in America. You feel me? You know, I grew up, in poverty. You know what I'm saying? We was like ghetto youths.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, like my pops was well off, and my mom was. You know what I'm saying? Like we was struggling. You feel me? But we got the opportunity to come here, and it was just like I need to get right. So I need to make something out of this purpose. You feel me? It got to be a reason why I'm here. I got here at a young age, you feel me? 8 8, you
Right.
feel me? So I take that shit.
And you was able to soak up a lot of game, man. It's not
Right.
like you came over here older, you came over here young, so you was
Right.
able to soak up a lot of game.
Yeah. Especially in both worlds, you know what I'm saying? Especially Jamaica too, because
Right.
I had to take some trips, go back home too, and figure out who I was too.
Okay.
For
Well,
real,
where
for
I can imagine.
real.
Okay, hey, break that down. So, what you mean by that? Like,
You know, like I came to America, so it's like I'm in a whole different culture now. You get what I'm saying? Like you guys play American football, and we in Jamaica we say football like we kick the ball. You get man? So it's like I had a in the music too as well. Like the music was I wasn't hearing the type of music that we had in Jamaica. They couldn't even get the music over here. You know what I'm saying? Like get on Apple Music, Spotify, stuff like that. They had to work with like YouTube channels. You know what I'm saying? So I was like out of tune on my culture a little bit. You feel me? Because I was basically what was a friend of me. So my friends, they was like, you know what I'm saying? They from here, Spanish, you know what I'm saying? From here, stuff like that. So I had to go back home and like go link up with my family, go, do like some find out where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, where everything started. You hear the music. When you go down there, they playing, they got their own vibe. So you hear what's going on. Connect back with your, you know what I'm saying?
With your roots,
your roots.
Exactly,
Sure.
exactly. Nah, that's dope. That's dope. When the last time you been?
I was down there like a year ago. For like a whole year. That was the longest I've been down there.
Oh damn!
Yeah, that was a whole journey too. You know, I got like a lot of promotion I got done down there for myself and for others. You know,
definitely.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Damn. All right. So shoot. I mean, let's go ahead and talk about it, man. So what gave you that inspiration as a youth or just as a young man to start creating your own brands?
Well, I had an inspiration from my pops. You get me? To be honest with you, because he's a person that's strong about his movement as well. You know what I'm saying? And the inspiration was from there. I didn't really have to go outside my world. You know what I'm saying? I was born into. That's why I made purpose out of it. He was a brand ambassador for himself. You know, he knew where I got the bright from. You know what I'm saying? They call him Bright Light. He made a whole brand out of the Bright Light. So I inherited the well bright.
Okay.
You understand? So we building a brand here in the United States because it's more in the Jamaica level. You understand?
I understand. Okay.
So I mean that's what and my mom too. My mom is very. She could have been a fashion designer if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So she brand herself the way she carried herself. You know what I'm saying? The things that she do. You know what I'm saying? It's very strategic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had those inspirations from them. You know what I'm saying?
So and real quick, can you like talk about the importance of that of like learning that from your parents that you are a walking brand? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know what I mean? Like learning, you know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of people don't know that. They think that they can do this over here and then I can do this over here. It's like, nah, your total brand, brother.
Yeah,
Like,
you the product, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe in what you are. You know what I'm saying? We're God's image. You know what I'm saying? We're from the motherland. You understand? So you gotta be inspired in yourself as well. Inspire others through yourself too as well. You know what I'm saying? You can't really wait for others people to tell you. You know, you gotta wake up and believe who you are, and then everybody else will understand. Like, okay, that's what he is. That's what he's part of. You know?
Facts. And that's major though, bro, because like a lot of people right now don't really want to care about identity. They're not looking for themselves. They're really looking for the Instagram, social media. That's really how they finding themselves, and that's kind of like sad to see. But that's why me myself, I like to have a platform like this where I can have individuals like yourself who are just, you know what I mean, like free thinkers, open minded, and just elite thinkers. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know what I mean? Ones that can show the world and show the youth, like, hey, we look like y'all. We came from where y'all come from, ghetto boys. You know what I mean?
Man, but we never gave up the faith. You feel me? We believe in a bigger and brighter future. You heard?
Exactly.
That's what we doing today. You heard?
Nah, definitely. So just give us so give us a little breakdown. So all right, so you got the brands. So explain the brands to me. Like what is it like?
Well, bright is a wide aspect. You know what I'm saying? What I take a pride in a lot is in music, like in my culture, like the dancehall culture. I took pride in making sure that, you know what I'm saying, we got opportunity like all the other cultures and genres, you know what I'm saying, to be heard. You know what I'm saying? So I promoted my culture a lot, you feel me, because they have the same experiences as me. You know, coming from a small island where the chances against you, you know what I'm saying, and you still come in a whole different world and you got to figure it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was a big advocate of my music culture, the dancehall, the reggae. You know, I like all type of music. So you know, it just brought in from there. You get me? And then you know, we obviously it turned. We don't believe in just like it's a brand. We believe in everything as a brand. So we branched off. We also got into the event world. We got a yacht party coming up soon, so look out for that.
Okay.
We also branched into the clothing world as well. We have a brand, as I was telling you earlier, called Bright Kids. We do promotion as well for a lot of the artists, a lot of the businesses, whatever. But we really specialize in the artist world. You understand? But we can. Why? We went to school for business and marketing.
So
We apply
anything,
the same thing,
anything.
you know. And then we got the World Bright TV, which is I have a YouTube platform where I publish music myself.
A word.
Yeah, I have a lot of songs that I've done with a lot of artists as
Oh,
well.
y'all tap in, tap
Yeah,
in. What's that page? What's that page?
That's World Bright TV on
World
YouTube.
Bright TV.
Yeah.
Y'all tap
So we
in.
got a lot of songs up there. We even produced an album before in our early years, you know what I'm saying? And it had like 15 different artists on there.
Oh.
I had like, I don't know if you know iOctane or
Yeah.
I have a big song with him as well on that album.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm active with the publishing as well. So I actually help the culture, the other artists, even if they're not part of my label. You know what I'm saying? I also do work inside my label as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I do rhythm projects. You understand?
Jeez.
Yeah. So I got a rhythm project actually I'm working on right now. You know, I turned into an album called Upliftment album. You know what I'm saying? Upliftment rhythm as well. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah. So
You come with your own movement.
Right. For sure.
Understood. So what gives you other than I know like you said, you know, you got a lot of you know, motivation from your parents, but you know, as a man right now, what gives you that motivation to go hard as you going right now? Because you do a lot of marketing, a lot of promotion, a lot of business, bro. You do a lot of business.
Family big, man. So, you know, I never felt like I was the only one that was supposed to make it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was supposed to open up the door for when they can be able to, you know, they get older, they can have a way too. You know what I'm saying? Or I can teach or have an avenue for them and be like, okay, put your mind on this. Or, you know, give them some type of example to learn from. Because I had an example myself. It's, you know, you learn from their mistakes. You know, you improve, you upgrade.
Right, exactly.
I mean, that's what I look more forward to. You know, that's why I have the bright kids, because the younger generation that's looking up to me, you know, the energy is there. You know, they're inspired. They're understanding that, listen, we're not workers, you know, so we're supposed to be owners. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be big like Guinness. You know what I'm saying? Like, so be thinking on that mindset, you know, not more selling out, but more being a product.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you know what? Damn, I like what you just said. Not selling out, becoming a product, because a lot of people who just like low, I should say low frequency, they think that you selling out when you focusing on your brand, and it's like no, I'm rebranding, my boy.
Man, I'm upgrading.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You gotta be innovative, you know.
Yeah, they switching up. I'm going up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And people want to, you know, they want to keep us in the circle, keep us in our thing. And I just love having individuals that's like I said, open thinkers. They can talk to the youth, talk to the world, let them know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let them know what's going on. So when it comes to, you know, Well Bright and those different brands, I know, like you said, you have the brands for clothing for the kids, for the TV. So is there like, do you have blueprint that's like a few years out? Do you have, or are you taking it, you know, one day at a time?
Well, I mean, aspirations. You know, I have been planning this for a while now. It's not something that's like, you know, I'm still trying to figure out. Like, but the real goal is to have an entertainment center. The real goal is to have like my own production studio. You know, where I can be able to, you know, teach the knowledge as well. You know what I'm saying? And be able to, you know, do a lot of work in the creative aspect as well. You know, so that's the aspirations, you know.
That's
Uh, I want to have even in Jamaica too as well, you know, be able to bring back some for my people as well, where they
right.
have a whole studio
Oh
where they
shit.
can come to and actually work, you know, and put in that put that
Right.
creativity to use. You get me? So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the aspiration is bigger than just me, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's, like I
Yes,
said,
sir.
it's a movement.
And that's major though.
Yeah,
That's major, and the world needs us. The world needs people like us because we're not focused on us.
nah,
You know what I mean? We focus on y'all. We focus on, you know what I'm saying, making sure that we can conversate with y'all and one
quality
day.
control, you know. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Exactly. Because we want to see y'all do better things than us. You know what I'm saying?
for
So,
sure.
we doing podcasts, we got brands, we got things, and we just want y'all to get inspired and go way above us and then show y'all youths the next level. And we just keep rising, man.
That part.
Keep going up, keep going up. So, yeah, so now you do a lot of business for a lot of artists.
Right.
So what is some of the top artists or the best artists or the best vibes you done had with some artists?
Well, I mean, I could say the Gully Side Camp,
Mm-hmm.
which is Movado, Dexter Dobbs, and Jay and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Their energy is, you know what I'm saying, is on that trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? We it's motivational, trying to be working as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Bring Jamaica up to another level. The energy with them is great. You know what I'm saying? I've also worked with TJ, which is up top boss.
Mm-hmm.
Energy good. I can't say everybody has their own, you know,
Right,
because it's
right.
entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the energy I'm working with right now, Gully Side, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Mobile, like I
sir.
said, Octane Energy Superior as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Those
But
big
it's a
names.
list, man. But those are the bigger names, you know?
Yes, sir. Those
Yeah.
some
Then
big
I have
names.
some older artists I've worked with, like, more the 90s, like Singing Sweet, Kibaki. I got to big y'all up too, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they were the older artists that actually, like, gave me a chance when I was younger in this business trying to figure it out as well.
Okay.
In 2020, like pandemic time, and
Right,
it was like,
right.
yo, let me give you a chance. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And
blessings are
and I want you to also, because we're speaking positive, but we want also to let them know that it's also trials and errors.
for sure.
So what are some trials that you came across just through your journey of creating brands, meeting people? What are some lessons you can tell the youth, man? Hey, I ran into this happened. What are some?
Man, it's very as a black man, African American, should I say? African American, however you want to
All
say it.
right.
Yeah, but you face a lot of challenges. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might think that you don't want to be independent no more. You know what I'm saying? You want to work on a bigger scale, but in time it builds more. You know what I'm saying? So you face a lot of challenges where there's other brands out there, there's other movements out there where you might get influenced to even you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying,
That's all.
to go work with them. But it's when you got a brand and you can actually understand that, we build value and we can work together,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, build something bigger. Because listen, we in America, but I have a platform also in Jamaica. I have a platform also in England. I have a platform in Brazil and those foreign countries. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like we can come together and we can get to a wider audience
Yes,
to get the
sir.
message across. You get me? So the challenge is sometimes hard because obviously people have other ideas.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got in the promo world as well. Because like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to clash your idea. You got a great idea too. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? But
right,
I got my thing too. So you got to stay strong, but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? Learn how to work
Nah,
together.
that's very strategic
Right?
because now you guaranteed to not step on nobody's
For
toes.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
man.
very strategic. I
Yeah.
like that. I
You
like
understand
that.
what I mean? Yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
sir. Nah, that's see what I'm saying. And those type of things, bro, get you levels in life. You know what I mean? Like understanding and peeping and watching and be like, oh, if I do it like this, it's gonna level me up.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And it just for me, sometimes it just sucks because the youth ain't looking at nothing really to level up. They want clout, they want
Yeah.
name, they want
It's temporary.
yeah, they want temporary, you know what I mean? And it's just I'm not gonna lie, it's up for us to keep beating in their heads.
Yeah,
Hey, it's about
man.
longevity.
Once you believe, you shall receive.
Facts. Fact. Yeah, one more time.
Once you believe, you shall receive.
That
You
part.
get me?
Nah, for sure, for sure. So like, so all right, so bet. So let's say 5 years. Where's Wellbright, the clothing brand? Where's Wellbright promo? Tell me some things that Wellbright will be doing 5 years from now, as far as the clothing brand, as far as some working with some of the artists, like.
I plan to do like even in I want to indulge a lot more in my event world with everything. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like how I can channel everything from what I'm doing. You understand? Especially with the music, entertainment, the artists getting performances. Like I want to do these. I want to do a big events. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of like treats as well for the kids, where we can have some artists that come out and entertain the kids. And we have like a whole like come together as a whole community and for weekend stuff or, what I'm saying, like bounce house, and I can be able to, push that bright movement that I'm really saying, what I'm saying, the shop bright kids, you feel me?
Right.
Yeah, and be able to help some other little kids brand as well. You know what I'm saying? That's why I see myself later on from now. Obviously my son is a product right now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? The proof of what's cooking. You get me? But eventually, we really want to, just like how, I was an athlete as well, like I said, and I was able to go to college. People was discover me and fly me out to college. So I want to be able to, what I'm saying, have some youths that's thinking like me, and what I'm saying, I could be able to have some foundation where I could show them, be like, yo, this is what we can do it. You get me? So I want to go to the event world so I can be able to bring everybody in one room.
Yes, sir.
That's the ideal.
Nah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Nah, that's major, bro. I salute that.
Yeah,
because
sure,
that's real deal how you bring the community together, because you bring everybody together to show their best side.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And that's gonna and people gonna respect that. You know what I mean? People gonna be like, damn. You know what I mean?
Aspirations, my
right,
boy.
right. Our people still got faith in us. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna clean up the music for them so they can hear it properly. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Make it more presentable, quality level. You know what I'm saying? Give some kids the opportunity to actually, have a voice. You feel me? From an earlier age. You get me? Not somebody telling them that it's not possible, because the creative realm is real.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Creativity is real.
And speak on that really quick if you can. So, he, like you just said, the creative realm is real. So like I want the audience to know how creative, how real is this creative realm?
What do you mean?
Like some people, for example, because I bet creative realm could be like, man, you know what? I got an idea and I want to write a paragraph. Or creative realm is, I want to start a clothing brand for my kids. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It can be totally different creative realms.
Right. So I mean, like, it depends. It depends on how you want to look at it. This is like more of a personal question, but in my creative realm is like based off what's real life. I'm a real lifer. Like what I see, what I feel. You know what I'm saying? The public is very important to me. I do a lot of marketing strategies to find out feedback. You know what I'm saying? Once I get my feedback, then I'm able to, what I'm saying, provide what I can, so I can be able to help the system how I can. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my creativity go into. I mean, obviously, I know there's a lot of kids out there that they would love to be able to be clothed. You get what I'm saying? Or be able to have a movement that's be able to, you know what I'm saying? Push it. There's a proof in it.
We'll talk.
There's a proof in it. So.
And we may have to talk about this off camera, but I think I want to talk to you about what you just said about being strategized and things like that, because like we're in the age of data, meaning it's big corps right now that if you know how to figure out how to funnel certain data, they'll pay you for that.
For sure.
You know what I mean? If you know how to funnel certain things like that's going on in culture, people actually buy buy that from you. You know what I mean? Like for real, big money. Like, because everybody's watching the culture, everybody trying to figure out what's going on. So if you can bring some statistics like, hey, this is going on over here, to like a label or organization, whoever, you know what I mean?
Stats, the stats.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you about that for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Cause that's dope. And it's levels, bro. And it's And bro, the sky's the limit, fam. For real,
man.
dog. And that's really what like I want to push out here. Is just bro, the sky's the limit. I want to make greatness seem normal.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I
Facts.
want greatness to seem normal.
Thinking about it the right way, my boy, man.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I definitely want the audience to know who you are, to let them know as a person, what you represent, what you stand for.
Yeah, I'm just a humble guy. You know what I'm saying? God is my God. You feel me? I wake up every day. I give thanks for the simple things. You feel me? But at the same time, we want better. You know what I'm saying? Island boy, I get me.
Yes,
Ain't gonna make it too complicated, my friend.
nah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Where can they find you on all platforms?
You can find me on TikTok, World Bright TV. I'm also on YouTube, World Bright TV. You can also check me out on Spotify on the World Bright. Instagram page is World Bright Record, World Bright Promo, World Bright Events, World Bright. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Just type in World Bright, man. You're gonna see me pop up for sure, for sure.
That part,
You know what I'm saying? If you need some digital work too, get at me. You heard?
That
Yeah,
part.
we're doing it from that. We're doing the promo from that deep, from the root of it. You know what I'm saying? All the way to the top.
All the way to the top. So y'all already know, man. So y'all tap in. All the links will be in the bio. This has been a crazy another episode, man. Episode 31 with my brother, Well Bright, man. And y'all tap in, man, because this has been an epic episode. And don't worry, we will have you back in this thing, brother.
Yeah, I'm on.
You
Big
know,
up
we
Coach
definitely have you. Yes, sir.
know.
Y'all already know, man. So this episode 31, I'm in this building with my brother, Well Bright.
Yeah,
We get at y'all, man.
Big up.
Big up.